So now we're going to take a look at the art of Marc Silvestri. The copy I have here is the hardcover, the deluxe hardcover. I actually thought this was a reissue or a second printing. I still guess it is. It's kind of weird. It's hard to find any information about this title. It was originally published in 2008, of course, by Top Cow. The soft cover and the hardcover are both still available. You can get it at Amazon, cheapgraphicnovels.com. I got mine from Organic Price Books, um, and I really recommend them. They're a little bit higher than the very top discounters like IST, In Stock Trades, but they really know how to pack, and they've proven really reliable for me. So I'll put a link to that down in the description. So this one is $29.99 cover. Of course, you get it cheaper than that almost everywhere. It's 10 by 12 in size. And I'll put some comparison shots here so you can see it compared to other books. I got the hardcover, and that's what I recommend. I'm not sure why you'd want a soft cover in an art book. I mean, if that's all that was available, sure, but it seems kind of weird to buy a soft cover art book, but okay. The cover, the inside cover folds out to a really long poster type thing. I'll put a shot of me holding it here so you can see what I'm talking about. Another thing that can't fit on my flatbed scanner, so there's a photo. Build quality is pretty good on it. It's kind of thin, which I'll get into later, my problems with that, but it's a great volume. A little about Marc Silvestri. He's the CEO of Top Cow Productions. His art studio, it's an imprint of Image, which he's a co-founder of Image. Top Cow's known for, to me, for Witchblade, Darkness, Magdalena. Their Tomb Raider adaptations were really good. It ran for quite a while in the late 90s, early 2000s. Marc is one of the greatest living artists. I say that a lot about a lot of people, so you may get tired of hearing that, but I'm trying to feature the best stuff here, not the worst, so that's what's going to happen. He said his biggest influences were Bernie Wrightson and John Buscema and Frank Frazetta, and you can certainly tell that by his art style. I'll run a lot of samples up here, but what he's known for to me is his females, of course, and his monsters, the little demon things and fire, and the detail is just crazy, and it's really good stuff. I first seen his stuff in the mid 80s on King Conan, and he was unknown to, well, I guess anyone. I think that might have been his first work, or certainly some of his very earliest work. And he was great right out of the box, right out the gate. In the late 80s, he did a lot of issues of Uncanny X-Men, and that was really good stuff. And he did the Wolverine solo title after that for quite a while. Just excellent. Just loved him immediately, and he's just gotten better as he's gotten older. He went on to co-found Image Comics, and then he started his own studio with Top Cow Productions. I was fortunate enough to get his autograph at Wizard World Chicago in 2005. I'll show a few pictures here. I got 3 different comic books signed, and I got to meet him briefly. You can see my beard used to be red. So this hardcover features not just his Top Cow work, but it also has some DC and Marvel stuff he did. There's a lot of sketches and pencil work before the inks and color were applied, which is always fun to see that, especially when you can see the before and after. I get a kick out of seeing the techniques they use and the evolution it went through, before it actually gets printed. So a lot of that stuff is in there, which is nice. It features a bunch of commentary by 5 people that he's worked up with and helped grow. David Finch, Brandon Peterson, Billy Tan, Mike Choi, and Michael Broussard. Each have a little, they call them letters, but there's a single-page commentary, what they think of Marc and their experiences with him. It's pretty interesting stuff. I really wish when they brought this out again, which this seems to be another printing, that they had added some stuff to it beyond 2008, but they didn't. So if you already have a copy of this from when it came out in 2008, then you don't need to get another one unless all you have was the soft cover. You want the hard cover, you could do that. I did learn some things about him here that I didn't know, and it was good stuff. I learned that he isn't just a great penciler, but he's acted as a really excellent mentor to younger artists and up and coming people in the industry. He's helped people out through Top Cow, um, the studio, but also just around. And no one seems to have any bad things to say about him that I've seen. I mean, of course, we're not going to put bad stuff in this book that he published, but I did a little research to make sure I wasn't getting any facts wrong, and I still didn't notice anybody having a problem with him. He was certainly pleasant when I met him, but I just exchanged a few words and got his autograph, and that was it. But it's always nice to hear someone in the industry that's great is also a good guy, because you certainly hear the other side a lot, too much, really. So yeah, I love the book. The only problem I really have with it is I thought their choice of cover, of the art they chose for the cover, was just, I don't care for it at all. I don't care for her pose, and it's just not at all my favorite Marc Silvestri. I mean, it's not even my favorite Marc Silvestri from this volume. So yeah, I kind of think they chose poorly there, and I think it ought to be a lot thicker. I don't think I mentioned it before, but it's 96 pages, so it's a pretty thin volume. I mean, it's not a high cover price, so it is still worth getting, I think. But I really wish they'd added some more stuff to it. I wish we would get a volume 2, maybe. There would be material from 2009 to the present. It'd be really nice. I would buy that. I would, at the low cost of this, I would probably buy a reissue that included more material even. But that's what we got for now, and it's worth having. If you're a fan of his art, you definitely probably want to pick this up. So for me, this is 9 stars rather than 10, but just purely on their what I think is a poor cover choice. So I'll be back next Monday. That'll be March 14th, and I'm gonna be doing John Byrne and Jay Lee's Marvel Omnibus of Namor. So that's what the cover looks like. Got a lot to say about that one. So see you on the next one.